Glad you're here to join us tonight and talking about our experiences and how we are loving this new product that we have been blessed to know about. If you're in this room tonight, then you're blessed. You're blessed to know about it. Origin is the first stage of existence, the beginning. And that's where we all are. We're here at the beginning. Origin isn't just a name, it is a promise about where everything begins. But we believe where things start determines how they end. From the molecular foundation to the final delivery, every decision that we make is rooted in purity, integrity, and intentional design. And there's a lot of intentional design here, as this is going back as much as 6 years in certain levels of the research. Purity, the source and the process, ethical sourcing and patented processing is a superior, truly pure raw material. The potency, the extraction, and the delivery is what we're talking about here in potency. Patented tech plus maximum concentration and superior sublingual absorption. There's a lot of things that's gone into this behind the scenes before any of us, you and I, ever had the opportunity to know that this was anywhere near our future. The infrastructure, the distribution, the manufacturing, worldwide legal, the logistics, the technology, backed by a company that's been around for about 9 years and is debt free. Yet it is brand new. So we have that security and a lot of those logistics and manufacturing, distribution, and such infrastructure already in place. That is a key part of all of this because oftentimes, you know how it is, someone say, well, it's a new product. Will it be around later? We have a lot of security behind us with the backing of the company that's 9 years old, that has locked arms with them in bringing this product to us. But from strategic alignment to scientific advantage, our partnership opened the doors. Now the science leads the way, y'all. Let's explore why GLP pathways are redefining the future of natural metabolic optimization. I believe every one of us on here, we know it's the buzzword. We hear it all the time. We're hearing it everywhere. But the GLP-1 is the appetite whisperer that when I put the drops on my tongue, when the brownies on the table may as well have been cardboard, this was why. The appetite whisperer regulates hunger at the neural level of activating the brain. It happens here. You hear people talk about the food noise, the part in the brain, and this is part of that. It allows the body to absorb and to benefit from the nutrition at a level that keeps you satisfied longer, reduces the food cravings, the portion sizes, and promotes sustainable weight loss without effort. But it doesn't stop there. As we know, the things we've heard about now for years, for the last couple, 2 or 3 years, it stops there. But here it doesn't. The GLP-2 is the core shield. This helps repair and strengthen the intestinal barrier function, reduces systemic inflammation throughout the body. If you've seen my photos, you've seen that inflammation drop. Enhances nutrient absorption and gut microbiome. So many of us, we take a lot of good things. We have vitamins and nutrition, and a lot of times we're not absorbing nearly as much of that as we need to. This is going to help your body absorb it much better, working at the gut microbiome level, promotes digestive wellness and immune function. The GIP, the metabolic optimizer. This is when I say this is a key part, I really just don't have words that give this enough credit here. The GIP. The GIP is really such a strength to this. The metabolic optimizer, it optimizes insulin sensitivity and glucose regulation. And I'm going to talk to you in a moment. I'm going to show you a testimonial of a friend of mine. I'm going to show you that our conversation in Messenger of what's happened with her. And then I'm also going to show you what a friend of mine just today told me her doctor told her about this when she asked his approval or asked for his support in learning more about this and the fact that she wanted to use it. Optimizes the insulin sensitivity, that glucose regulation, prevents blood sugar spiking and energy crashes, enhances the fat burning and the metabolic efficiency, supports sustained energy and mental clarity. Many of us are noticing that mental clarity right from the beginning. The, the fat burning and metabolic efficiency, those that we have been hearing about in the pharma world, burns right through that lean muscle. We want to prevent that. We want to stop that. So the triple action synergy here is an effortless appetite control without restriction of diets. Now, nobody is encouraging you to eat the junk food. One thing you're going to notice here is you're not going to want to eat the junk food. It's going to give you the ability to make better choices. Gut healing for complete digestive wellness, perfect metabolic balance for sustained energy, comprehensive transformation, mind and body. Clinical benefits, weight loss, 15 to 25% of the body weight reduction, blood sugar, improved glucose control, and HbA1c, energy, sustained vitality without the crashes, inflammation, systemic reduction, throughout the body. Systemic meaning flowing through the body. Digestion, enhanced gut health and nutrient absorption. Why Tri-GLP is different. 3 years of proprietary research and development. No needles, jabs, pokes, and stings. That got my attention. Patent pending oral bioavailability technology, pharmaceutical grade manufacturing standards, direct to consumer for maximum accessibility, meaning you don't have to go find out if you can get a prescription and hope your insurance pays or any of those things. It's affordable. No medical gatekeepers in those areas telling you what you can and cannot do or take. We're talking about food here. So we're not having the forced weight loss with the extreme calorie cutting or synthetic GLP injections, nutrient depletion and inflammation stress, the muscle loss, slower metabolisms. You ever heard somebody say, I'm using the shots and they're going to have to increase it because I'm just not losing anymore. I'm at a plateau. And they increase it. The body eventually is depending upon synthetics and no longer is available to produce on its own. So supporting fat loss with this here preserves that lean muscle mass. Like I was mentioning earlier to some before we started, my husband doesn't work out, but he showed me throughout his belly area. He said, I don't know, is it my imagination or does things look tighter through here? I was like, I believe it, just might. Balances and burns that fat, supports overall health, fat loss, muscle protected and toned and fit look. That's what we're all looking for. We want to avoid these other oral liquid we've got an oral liquid delivery here and we want to avoid those other options that we're not seeing really good things come out of in the long run. So this right here is Ron Ruckel. Many of you may know the Ruckels. Several of you have been influenced by them learning about this, and you've been blessed to know them or have some sort of connection. This is Ron's first. I don't even know if it's a month. If it is, it's verily. So quite impressive. This is me. I started these drops 2 days before Thanksgiving. And some of my family was like, "What a horrible time for you to start this." And I thought, no, it's the perfect time for me to start this because I know how bad I am about overeating and eating too much of the things I know I shouldn't. And I know how the inflammation is for me. So this right here was 1 week after. This was the Monday after Thanksgiving, and I had started the Wednesday, Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and this was the Monday after on the left. Okay. On the right was me. I don't know. It's been a few weeks ago now. But at this point today, I
Oh,
am down 7 inches, 7 inches in the waist, and I am down right at 13 pounds. It's kind of bouncing on me down from 12 and 13, and that's normal. It bounces. But, as of December the 11th, I had not lost any more weight. I was down 10 pounds. And then January the 11th, a month later, the scales had not moved, but I put on a jean skirt, buttoned it, zipped it, and slipped it right off. And I thought, I don't think I can wear this. It just might fall off. And I remembered, you know what? I have another skirt and I'm going to go put it on because I know it was kind of my gauge. It was one that I had to pull really tight and then wear a big shirt over. I put it on with ease. I buttoned it and I zipped it with no problem. We have a lot of research. The clinical studies are there. If you want the clinical studies and more in depth of that, you just let the person who invited you here know that you would like to see that if you haven't already. And if you're the one that likes to take the deep dive, we have that information for you. SRI, the NOFEMA, several different credible places behind our research. TriGLP provides improved metabolic efficiency with clinically proven benefits in an active and targeted way. An optimal mix stimulating GLP-1, GIP, that metabolism, the GLP-2, the gut health, the potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effect supports good energy, good health, and a better quality of life. It targets specific pathways that helps to drive the fat loss, protect that lean muscle, and boost that energy. It is beyond organic, y'all. It's purer than pure. These are just a few of the things that are on those clinicals that we can tell you they are free from antibiotics. They're free from the BSC, TSCs, the zero additives, kosher certified. I had somebody just asking about that earlier today. Free from pesticides. There are no chemicals that touch this in the process. When the salmon that is grown in Norway, I'm sorry, raised in Norway, when that salmon is processed with enzymes and broken down, no chemicals touch it. So the HACCP certified, HALA certified, non-GMO project here, good manufacturing facilities, which, we all know that the FDA does not regulate, or I'm sorry, they do regulate, but they do not certify. They do not, people all the time saying, is it FDA approved? No, they don't approve natural things ever, but they do gauge the process. So to be GMP is good manufacturing practices. And this is a label that you always want to see because then you know that the process is exactly what we say that it is. Orygn Pure, our ingredients are so pure and meticulously sourced that we select each element to exact specifications. From the pristine waters where our fish thrive through our gentle processing methods to the final nutrient-rich powder. This isn't just organic. Y'all, this is Orygn Pure, a new standard of purity that goes beyond conventional categories. This is an industry where 8 to 10% of Americans are currently already using some sort of GLP-1s. 30 to 35% of Americans are interested, wish they could afford it, have tried to get their insurance to pay for it, or some situation is going on with them, 30 to 35%. The demand for prescriptions has been so high that suppliers often are struggling to meet the demand of those who need it pharmaceutically with needs that were addressed far beyond or far before the weight loss was using this. We are entering a U.S. market of more than 100 million consumers seeking GLP advantages, but hesitant to pursue the injectable options. I've heard the numbers are more towards the billions. The global GLP drug market size began at the U.S. 48.3 billion in 2024. I think it's greatly increased since then. The forecast is to rise to 52.95 billion by 2025. We're already in 2026. By the end of 2034, it is expected to surpass 121.13 billion and growing steadily. Everybody around you needs to know that this exists, that it's available, that it's an option, because this is not a painful weekly injection. It is an oral liquid delivery. This is not a single peptide only. This is a triple peptide formula. It is not a clinic visit required kind of thing. It is very simply acquired fat loss with muscle retention. There's so many pending lawsuits already against the industry with the shots, the medical waste and supplies that go along with that. Here, there's no needles, there's no syringes. It is a sustained release and 100% natural ingredient. The appetite whisperer, the core shield, the metabolic optimizer. I've been in this industry over a decade in the weight loss focused space. Never have I seen anything this impressive, in my opinion. Now, today, a friend told me, and once again, I didn't ask permission. I figure it's better to ask forgiveness. She shared this with me today, and I didn't ask her if I could share it tonight, but I'm sure I would think it would be okay. She talked to her doctor and wanted his opinion as he looked at this. He said the GIP plays a huge role in homeostasis or balance for the gut. Gastrointestinal gastrointestinal peptides, that gut hormone produced naturally by the body and tells your body how to store food, produce insulin. When the food is plentiful, when you eat sugar, carbs, junk, your body does not stimulate the production of GIP like it should. GIP is naturally produced when you eat foods like, and listen to this, fish, proteins, whole food, and healthy fats. So there you go. The fish supplement in our drops kind of tells you why it works like it works. He said the natural ingredients in the supplements will do that without the harmful effects of the synthetic shots. He also said you may not hear about this as much since it's a natural remedy versus pharmaceutical. This is a friend of mine. She and I have been friends for a long time. I've watched her struggle. She's been in and out of the hospital. She's really struggled. And I took some screenshots of me checking in on her. Now over here, this was 12 December. My view of everyone is in the way, so I can't see. I think that was 21st, 29th, December the 29th. And then this conversation runs through to the 19th of January. But on the 29th, she messaged me and she said, update on the drops. I can't take my insulin in the drops. It makes my blood sugar drop way too low. I thought she was fixing to quit her drops. But no, she said, well, first of all, you'll notice, I don't know if I put all that here, but I quickly told her when she told me no, that she was fixing to go back on the insulin and increase the drops. I said, make sure you're talking with your doctor on that. She said, oh, I use a sliding scale. She said, I was 35 units twice a day. I'm down to 5 to 10 now, and it's keeping it under control. She said, I just want to see what the drops by themselves will do. So then on the 31st, I said, how are you doing? It was a couple days later. She said, 3 drops in the morning, 2 in the evening, or my sugar drops too low if I use more. Sugar runs about 130 to 156 at dinner time. It's between 59 and 120 in the morning. A1C is down from 11.2. Now that was on the 31st. Then on January the 19th, I checked in. She said A1C is down from 11.2 to 6.8. I'm off of one insulin using 3 drops in the morning. Sugar never goes above 150. She said it's the best it's been in 3 years. And then that conversation continues. It says it has run from 265 to 400 for the last 3 years. I don't know if y'all hearing what I'm hearing, but we really have something remarkable. 5 drops makes my blood sugar drop too low. 3 seems to be just right for me. Isn't that amazing? I mean, that just